Physics and social. I'm Wichan, social studies education.
I'm Dongyu in physics education.
I'm Yonghi, physics education too. Today, we will tell you about our major. Our presentation is composed of three parts. First, introduction. Second, careers. Third, spotlight. Chapter 1.
Introduction.
I'm Wichan and I will introduce my major. First, Dongyu, do you know who is this guy?
No, I don't know him.
The answer is Marx. Our major studies about wise person social thinking or theories like this guy. And also, we can learn about economy or law, and um, we can realize what happened in our society. When you see this side, these people are my precious major classmates, and I'm so glad to have a universal life with them. Lastly, the reason why I applied to this major is related with this book, Ancient Future. I read this book when I was in high school, and I could get interested in society.
Then let's talk about physics education. First keyword is reason. My first thinking about my major is to be a teacher. Because I love to teach someone and I think education is very meaningful. Through education, we can help students to grow correctly and pioneer their lives. In addition, I love science, especially physics, so I chose my major physics education.
Wow. Then, let's talk about what to learn, what we learn. We learn about 20 kinds of physics like dynamics, electromagnetics, and modern physics. Some people do mathematics additionally because physics is related in math so much. We also learn about teaching courses like um, educational philosophy, educational psychology, and introduction to education.
Then why they are important? Basically, science is important part of developing modern society, and physics is one of fields of science. By physics, we can make a car, airplane, or we can have a space trip by physics. Mm, in addition, physics education is contributes to make future scientists. So I think we have no choice but to say physics education is important.
And I tell you my pride of our major. Physics is very difficult subject to general people, right? Yes. Then can we treat it easily?
No, never.
Of course not. Actually, it's so terrible subject. But we enjoy and study it. Furthermore, we enjoy it. We can learn about patience and positive attitude of life. Chapter 2, Careers.
First, social studies education is basically related with education, and our ultimate goal is cultivating students' social talents and making them democratic people. In short, we want them having a piercing inside the after society. And second, this job has not been bound with just one aspect. I can be a wise teacher, or girlfriend, student, friend, or I can be a grateful life mentor. This job has various figure, and I can do anyone what I want.
Hey, Uchan, what kinds of jobs we can have?
Maybe one job.
No, there are two kinds of jobs.
Wow.
One can be in area of education. For example, we can be a physics teacher in school or science teacher in academy. Even if we do not choose to be a teacher, we can just work in education office. The other area is just pure science. We can have a physics research in laboratory as a researcher.
To become a good teacher, you must cultivate a moral mind, correct values, responsibilities, and comprehension. It is necessary to respect students to human, not hierarchy. For this, you should meet people with diverse values and communicate with them. In addition, you should experience a lot, for example, traveling around the world or reading many books.
Then let's talk about necessity of these careers. I think teacher is very necessary job because they are in charge of education. How can you learn our major or valuable knowledge? All of these are from education. Surely we can just learn with a book, but I think education is very efficient way of learning. In addition, education is necessary because for our personality, we can grow our personality by education. For this reason, I think teacher is very necessary job.
If you are a teacher, you can feel happiness through a variety of things. You can feel pleasure by making students to love science like you, and you can feel achievements by growing students to good adults. It has some disadvantages too. Teacher is a job about meeting people, so you can get a psychological stress, and you should have a heavy responsibility. Chapter 3 Spotlight.
Teacher baby.
Mm.
Do you know?
I think it's you.
I choose Platon as his person in my major. Usually we know he is a famous Greek philosopher and teacher of Aristotle. But I think he is a root of a social studies education. When you see his masterpiece Protea, he talks about national systems effect to citizens. It is the initial viewpoint of social structures effect. Platon's thinking had influences later to Max Weber or other socialists, and now we usually study about this man's theory carefully. So Platon had influences Messiah in social studies education.
Wow, I didn't know Platon is socialist. My spotlight is Korean physicist. When we are asked famous scientists about physics, we usually say Einstein, Newton, or Stephen Hawking. But the man who I will introduce to you is Korean physicist Lee Hee-suk. He was genius of genius. In 1970, he went to Fermi Institute where Einstein researched, and he researched particle physics. In his research, he wrote about almost 40 theses, and two of them astonished the world. By these two theses, he mentioned candidates of Nobel Prize. But unfortunately, he died by car accident in 42. But after that, three physicists have a Nobel Prize based on his thesis. I am so proud of that Korea has just like excellent physicists like him.
If you love a hero movie, you may saw the Marvel's movie, The Avengers. Today, I'll tell you about Thor. Thor is a thunder god who has a very heavy hammer. The way he can fly is very interesting. First, he just spin his hammer. Second, he throw it. Third, he catch it. As a result, he can fly with it. And then, can it be really possible?
No, I don't think it's possible.
Actually, it's impossible situation. In physics terms, when he catches it, the total momentum is zero. Because there is no external forces like a jetpack or aliens attack.
Wait, what is total momentum?
Momentum is physical quantity to move quantity. So easy to say, Toro cannot fly even if he throw his hammer very powerful. When he grabs it, he just stop immediately. Thanks for listening.
All right, next team.